in terms of organizing my craft room, I know something I've mentioned before is that I need to get shelves, or I want to get shelves for my cute plushy doom pile. And I talked about like wanting to do like big shelves above my TV, but I actually came across these shelves on Amazon, and they're like really pretty iridescent shelves. And I did the measurements on them, and I was like, I think those could work actually. And I'm obsessed with like iridescent stuff. That's why a lot of my branding is like, you know, the shift from pink, purple, blue. Like I'm obsessed with that kind of look. So when I came across these shelves, I was like, I feel like those could work. So let's just see, you know, I don't know. So anyway, oh, this is cool. Yeah, it's like very color shifty, catches different light. Like I love that kind of stuff. I feel like by now people are kind of catching on, like, yes, I love that kind of vibe. You know, of course I want to display Sailor Moon. She's a beauty. Toru from Fruits Basket. She's huge. She's massive. So this will be the real trick. I'm like, is she gonna work on one of these tiny shelves? I think she will, honestly. I'm looking at it. I think she will. I wanted to display her next to Kyo though, and I'm like, I don't think the two of them will fit on one of these shelves, which is kind of a bummer. Man, I'm just like dying to finally display her. Like, I love her. She means so much to me. So yeah, I'm like, oh, Kyo's a thicker boy. So I don't know. I'll have to put her down, but I'm like, look at these babies together. They're so cute. For anybody who loves Fruits Basket, I'm just like, I love them so much. Yeah, for one of like my proudest makes, I love them so much. They're just so cute. And then a prized possession, of course, that I want to showcase. My Joker. Forever a piece I get emotional over, let's be honest. I love him so much. Anyways, this is from my best friend Kat, and it gets me emotional every day, and it probably will until the day I die. But anyway, I have wanted to get him on display for way too long. And I've got these adorable little dragons. These are made by Bailey. She sent me these babies. I think it'd kind of be the same thing as like Kyo, where I'll probably prop them up more like that so you can actually see them. Otherwise, you miss the details of like the tail, which is the bummer with like dragons. She also made me this one, and I'm like, oh my goodness, look at this sweet baby. Ooh. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll figure out a way. I don't know, because they're so cute. Sometimes like displaying these cuties is so hard, because I honestly feel like displaying it more like that is cute, but I don't know if that's ideal for the shelf. So I don't know, I'll have to figure it out. And then the last make I do want to display is this one. This is I want to say, I don't know where, sorry really, I want to say it's Dahlia, her Dahlia pattern by Red Milk Crochet. This was like the first Northern Lights make that I did, and that's kind of really what got me into that theme. Prior to that, aside from like Spider-Man, I never did themes for my makes, and it was that pattern test that we're all like, we should do a theme. And from there on, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Why haven't I done themes sooner? So yeah, then I kind of like just clung to the whole Northern Lights theme. And I love it so much. Like, I love the colors and everything. I love adding stars. Now, granted, I don't do embroidered stars anymore. I really don't enjoy embroidery. Bless people who do it. I think it's very challenging. So, like, I admire people who do embroidery all the time. But I just love heat set vinyl. Like, I just think heat set vinyl is faster. I love that it's like, you can see, like for me, I love sparkles, so with vinyl you can see sparkles better than even just like sparkly yarn. So yeah, I prefer to use heat set vinyl, but I have like mad respect for people who do really good job with embroidery, because that ain't me. But yeah, this was yeah, this was my first Northern Lights make, so it really does hold like a special place in my heart. And it's like the one I've really grown less attached to my makes and been like, as long as I go in and I know I'm not making it for myself, I'm usually pretty open to selling it. But this one was special, and I still have not been able to sell her to this day. Like, she holds a special place in my heart. I really do love this make. So yeah, she's the last one that I want to display, but honestly, I might just be able to move like some of the plushies that are on my shelves back there onto this style of shelf because they are smaller and like not as wide. So yeah, if this works out, I'll probably end up just buying more of these shelves and kind of like staggering them above my TV so I can display some of my makes. But yeah, I'm excited. Do you ever just like look at your dog merely existing and you're like, oh my gosh, you are so cute. Like, how are you so stinking cute? For me, it's usually when they're sleeping, but I'm like, Bello, my baby. Okay, if you're sitting at my desk, see, like right here, this is where I like paint safety eyes and everything. This is kind of what I see now. We just put shelves up last night, which is something I've talked about wanting to do for so long. And I'm so obsessed. It's so beautiful. Finally able to display some of my favorite makes and gifts from people, and I just couldn't be happier. I'm absolutely obsessed. And finally able to get rid of that chair in here. It's not that the chair is like ugly or anything, it is beautiful, but it really makes the room look small. And I'm also just somebody who wants like everything in their place, if that makes sense. Like, it just looks so much bigger in here. It is wild. Anyway, I have really gotten down to this point. It's just like one box, and mind you, that is me pulling yarn out of my closet and everything. All of the yarn in my closet is wound up too. Like, all the cubes are wound up, and this is kind of like where I'm at now. But everything on the shelves is wound, in that cupboard, just everything. And I have my display. I'm so happy. So yeah, now I'm kind of just in this place where I've got like my Bernay blanket yarn, which I don't have space for it. So I ended up buying like an over the door hanger for my yarn because I'm like, I don't want to just have yarn on the floor anymore. I'm over it. So I'm gonna hang this up there. And yeah, but I'm like, look at this. This is where we're at. The only thing I need to figure out how to display are my snugglers. I was thinking I definitely kind of want to find a way to display like, you know, Spidey and Deadpool probably on the sides of the shelves. Like, that would be cool because those are the ones that mean the most to me. And okay, so like the Joker and Toru, they're so like big and heavy, I actually had to tack them to the wall because they just want to fall forward. And the shelves are like not wide enough to handle them. I think I would have to have like huge shelves in order to handle them. But anyway, I'm just like, oh, the room is finally coming together. So I'm just like so happy. This has been such a long process. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, so I had like hand wound all of those, and I had to redo it because when I went to go like put yarn up there, all the ones I had hand wound were so loose because of all the tangles I had dealt with. So I had to go back and rewind them with my Kato because it just winds them so much tighter. And yeah, so it's been a project getting this room organized, but worth it, and it just is really coming together. I'm relieved. It's going to be worth it and beautiful in a space that I actually really like to be in. So, and there's even some organizers I got yesterday to help organize more of my safety eye stuff. So stay tuned. I'm just so happy and really falling in love with this space. Okay, so it's pretty good. I only have like a few skeins left. I will say it is definitely smaller than I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought it was going to be a little bit wider, but even with that, it can hold like 3 of the Bernay blanket yarns when I do them like that. I would wind them up, but honestly, the Kato kind of has a hard time when it's a full skein. Like, once you get towards the end, it's really loose just because it is so much yarn. So until I kind of crack into these skeins, I'm gonna hold off from it. So yeah, I do think this is a good alternative. I was honestly hesitant to get one just because it's not aesthetic. But I was like, I need something for my yarn because this is just too much. So at least, you know, that bag is empty now. Like, that was completely full. So all of that did go up in there and more. So, and it did take me a while to figure out like what these were. I was like, what is that? And apparently those are Velcro strips, and they're like stickers you can put onto the door, and the instructions don't really say, but I'm gonna take it as so like the hangers don't scratch your door. However, when we bought this house, I painted all of the doors in like trim black, and I don't want to put a sticker on it because then later on I would have to go and like get adhesive off of it if I need to like touch up or anything. So I'm like, nah. Plus, I feel like this sticker would just be like, I don't know, like a focal point. Like, I would instantly just notice the sticker on my door, if that makes sense. So it did come with Velcro to kind of prevent scratching, but I would rather honestly just go and touch up paint if anything happens. But honestly, like, not bad. I got it off Amazon. I want to say I got it for like 24 bucks. And there's pockets on the sides of it too, so I can put stuff on the side. Really, really not bad and good storage for the price. I love that it's pink. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed, honestly. Rainier, you would jump off of Pikachu as soon as I go to film you. That was pretty funny. She was literally just like lounged on top of Pikachu. Belle, do you like Pikachu? Do you like Pikachu? Now that Toothless is done, I went ahead and added him to the TV buddies. I did rearrange them just because Mew by Pebbles like kept falling off constantly, and I just think it's because it's not as top heavy. Like, Mew's head on that design is not very big compared to the others. Like, the others have ears and stuff to balance them out, and especially with the shelf now, like if they have a big head or ears to kind of like rest up against that shelf, they tend to stay better. So I don't know, I might end up moving Mew. I don't really use this light, I just think it's really pretty. Like, I very rarely use it, and the light bulb is like way down there anyway. But I was like, oh, Mew looks kind of cute just like cradled there anyway. But I love Toothless, so I was like, perfect, now I can add Toothless to the collection of TV buddies. But yeah, every time I look up here, I'm like, this is just so cool. I love that I have now just like this little display of like favorite makes and gifts. And I just really love that Yuki is closer to Toru and Kyo now. It's so cute. Okay, it's a little messy in here because I have been really busy packing orders, but officially all the plushies and snugglers that I wanted on display are displayed, and I'm so happy. The biggest challenge was trying to figure out how to display my giant snugglers that I designed and have patterns for, and the latter worked. It definitely took some, you know, finessing because their heads are huge, but I'm like, look at my babies. They're on display. I just love it. Once I'm done packing orders, I'll be able to put away all the packaging materials and then it'll look nice and clean right there, but I just love having them right there, easy for me to see. It feels like a dream. Hey, I'm finally gonna stop procrastinating. I don't know what it is, because when I'm at these cons, I get so excited about the artwork, like, amazing. This is when I met Gojo, like the voice actor of Gojo, and he's so nice, and I was just like so excited. This artwork's amazing. I don't think the camera's picking it up, but it's like holographic and just really pretty. But then when I get home, I'm just like so lazy to hang it up. Ideally, I would like to frame these one day, but my gosh, frames are just expensive. So like my favorite alternative for the time being, until I'm ready to like bite the bullet to spend the money on frames, is I just get these like hanging magnet things. I'll show you. I've been getting these for a while. Okay, it's called a magnetic poster hanger frame. And they're super cool. Like, I have loved these for a while. Like, you can kind of see, like, in the background, the Death Note one has it, and also that's the Sword Art Online one has it. I don't think you can see the Persona one also has it. And yeah, I love these things so much. I do have them listed in my Amazon storefront. Like, I just love these. I like that they don't like put a hole in the poster itself, because this magnet literally just clings to the poster, and then you hang it from the little hanger. Let me see. See, so you just hang it from there. And so I just love it, and I think it gives it like a cutesy look. Like, yeah, I'm a big nerd, but I still like things to be aesthetic. So I'll put them on the hanger and then show you what that looks like. I know the camera's far away, but literally, so these two pieces are just, you know, they stick together because they're magnets. So you put the bottom one below the poster piece, and the top one just directly on it. And I've never had an issue with like the posters falling off the wall or anything like that. Like, it's a strong magnet. See? Now he's ready to go. So I figure I'm gonna actually put him above the Death Note one, because I have on this wall that's like near my, I don't know, it's more near the corner, and it's near my chair that I sit in to like read and stuff. That's where I have a Joker poster, and I did get a Goro Akechi signed poster while I was there, which, if you know Persona 5, Goro Akechi is in Persona 5, so it's like, I'll keep like with like. But yeah, finally gonna hang him up. Such a cool poster. Anyways, I'll be right back. I seriously don't know why I put it on for so long. Like, you see how easy that is? I don't know if any of you are like me, but it's like when something feels like it's just tedious, or it's just like a simple little thing, I don't know what it is. It's this way with crochet with me too. It's like the last minute little details. It's like, I don't want to do it. And then I'll put it off, and I'll put it off. Maybe that's why I hate wearables, because if I have to weave in all of those tails, no. All right. I need coffee, and then we'll do the next one. Which actually might be interesting, because I think I'm gonna have to move Pikachu and stuff, because those are in the corner of my chair. So that might be interesting. Yeah, these next ones are Yuji Itadori and then Goro Akechi. Honestly, when I was like picking out the poster to have signed by the guy who voices Goro Akechi, he voices so many people. I had no idea. It was so hard to pick. Like, he voices Tuxedo Mask. I don't know in like which Sailor Moon series, but Tuxedo Mask. He voices a Spider-Man. Also not sure like which series. It was an animated one, of course. Gosh, there was just so many. So there was like a really cool Sailor Moon poster, but ultimately I ended up going with
the Goro Akechi one because it is such like a niche game and everything, and I was like, I can never find Goro Akechi stuff, and I absolutely love Goro Akechi in the game. I don't want to give away stuff, but there's like one scene in the game where he kind of goes all crazy, and it was so cool because when I met him and I told him how I love that scene, he did it for me, the whole voice and everything, and I was like, it's so cool. It's little things like that. I just absolutely love going to conventions and getting to meet the voice actors. I just think it's so cool, these people who are that level of talented that they can really bring these characters to life with just a voice. Well, you better be careful with Yuji. Damage him. You'll make me sad. See, Belle's always like my little buddy, my little helper buddy. Mr. Nerdy and I both work night shift, but on my days off, I tend to wake up before he does. So Belle will usually hang out with me when I wake up, and then our other dog, we got together. Her name is Rainier, and she is a sucker for our bed. So if one of us is sleeping, she's like, ha, I'm going to hang out in there. So that's where she is, sleeping with Mr. Nerdy. That sounded funny. She's sleeping on our bed where Mr. Nerdy is sleeping. But yeah, Belle was my baby before we got together, so we're like especially connected. Look at that. Yuji Itadori and Goro Akechi. Like, putting these up is really the last steps in this room is like done. I can breathe some fresh air. Oh, it just feels so good, and it's like finally a space where I'm like, I look forward to coming into this room every day. I can pack my orders here in peace. Like, this is what I visioned when we bought this house, you know? It's crazy. It's crazy. I guess I shouldn't say when we bought this house, because when we bought this house, I crocheted a little bit, but I wasn't into amigurumi like I am now. But you know, I did want all my shelves, my library shelves, and now they've just kind of become both books and creations. Moral of the story, I love this space. It is truly my happy space. Every day that I'm off, I just come into here. It's like the first room I come into. I drink my coffee and I can just take it in, and it just feels like this is my space. Okay, I'm getting off topic. I'm gonna go hang these up. Also, look how giant this Pikachu is. It's so funny because my mom was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know how big it actually was until she saw him on my chair in person. I was like, yeah, he's a huge Pikachu. And I feel like both my dogs now are getting to the point where they're sleeping on Pikachu like it's a dog bed. Sometimes I feel like I get out of breath just because I'm like on my tippy toes and stretching, trying to get them up, because I'm not super short, but it feels like it when I'm trying to hang stuff up. Okay. Hey, posters are, it feels good. It feels so good to have those posters up. I'll take you closer so you can actually see. So there's that little corner that I was talking about with the posters. So I've got Joker, now I got Goro Akechi up there. There's Yuji. And then I hung up the Gojo one. But yeah, I love my posters. That's for sure. Hi, Bill. I'm gonna do like 2 shots of the room. Now that it's finally done, I'm so happy. So this is kind of like I'm standing in the corner of the room. I still am just like in disbelief that the room is finally done. I know there were so many points while I was like getting the room cleaned up, organized, just winding all that yarn that I was like, I'm never gonna finish this room. I want to say I started like actually seriously organizing and getting this room cleaned up. I think it was February and now it is May. So it has been a long time coming. But it just feels so good because prior to actually getting it like organized and cleaned, this was like a dumping ground. Like I would just go yarn shopping and then just dump it in here. And it was so overwhelming. I would never want to come back in here. So I just love that it's now a space where literally every day I wake up, I go straight into here, like get my coffee, get my coffee, and then like instantly I'm like, oh, I just want to be in that space, and it feels so good. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being along for the ride of getting my dream craft space a reality. And if you are interested in seeing like some of the hot mess express that it was to get to this point, definitely check out the previous video of organizing specifically like all the yarn and the glitter, just everything. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but I'm so glad it's finally here. And if you guys like this video, please be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.